Good evening, one and all. Get rid of that one to the back. That's it. Good evening, everybody. I think I'm there. Right, scroll the top. How is everybody? I've got to say, boys, nice that I've made a bit of an effort with a few bits for Christmas, and we've got some snow behind us as well. And
absolutely,
Jackson, where's your Christmas decorations, mate?
I know. I should have put something up, shouldn't I? I should have had a little tree with a few little lights.
Yeah, a little tree. Just a little tree.
Should have had a little tree.
A pair of humbugs. Trees there. But there you go. I'm not wearing a Christmas jumper, so there. I wore one last year. I might wear one next week. We'll see. Anyway, good evening to everybody. Let's say a few hellos. The vaping snowman, see? Christmassy with the snowman, look, and everything there. Santa. Chris Michael, good evening. Hope we're all good. Yep, we're all good. Back for the show. Thank you, YouTube. I'm live. Mick King, good evening to you. Yep, we're all well. John, the vaping joker. Daniel, evening, Daniel. One of my spanners. Hi to you, Daniel. Yeah, there you go. Mr. Intense, good evening to you. Why do I get his frog when I start every Tuesday?
I don't have a clue.
I don't usually get this frog until I start this on a Tuesday. It's like a nervous frog or something. I don't know. Frog.
Nervous frog.
Budweiser. Patrick Pyle, good evening to you. Paul By, good evening, Paul. Albert, evening, Albert. Adrian Mason, good evening. Craig, I think I said Craig, didn't I? Meekle, I think I did, but if not, evening, Craig. Mr. Intense, I've said. A load of duplicate. Kieran, another vape channel. Good evening to you. Kieran even messaged me to see if we were going to be on tonight. And I messaged back to confirm. Richard Lewis, evening, Richard. Barry Rose. Cheech, good evening, Cheech. Jay, evening, Jay. How are you? Long time no see. Nice to see you, Jay. Spare window, Jay, down the bottom. If you got to pop on, up to you, mate. There's a window there. I think I can do it. Can I? Don't know.
Oh, we're in dangerous territory now if he wants to play around with the windows while we're live.
Maybe not, Jay. I don't know. Who else have we got? So look, Cheech again. Cheech 420. Guy Stewart, evening, Guy. Graham, evening, Graham. One's Graham, one's Graham. Just same way of spelling Graham, isn't it? Or two different ways of spelling Graham, I think. I don't know. I'm not a Graham expert. But Graham Spears, good evening to you. Probably pronounced that wrong as well, but yes, we're all well.
Nope, Spears. No, you're right, Spears.
I am right. Excellent.
He used to say Spires, and the amount of grief we would give that man every single week.
Oh, really?
He'd be like, Spires, and no, it's Spears. Me and Andy would shout at him.
At least I got it right. That's good news. Lynn Smith, good evening, Lynn. Murray Robertson, good evening. Mark Trigwell. I think I said Mark, actually, didn't I? And that's it. We're down at the bottom. We are down. Good God. Naturevape, we're among the stars tonight. I don't know. Good God. I don't know if Daniel means the artificial snow in the background. It actually looks a bit more like some sort of Star Trek-y thing or something, doesn't it?
Yeah, like going from space.
Well, hopefully. I just thought I'd jazz it up for Christmas anyway. Just thought I would. Graham, did I say Graham? I don't think I said Graham. That's just come. And Jay says he's not bad. Jolly good, Jay. And we are now. Oh, window of opportunity. Oh no, that's just something different. Where's my head tonight? Right. Nicky Maynard. I haven't said good evening, Nicky Maynard. Right, now I'm at the bottom. So, what are you vaping on? Jackson. Didn't know which way I was going to go.
As always, we'll start off with Agent X with the Steam Crave Aromarizer Plus V2 sticking on top. And as always, a bit of gongo bongo. Lovely, lovely jubbly. Loving this stuff. We've got the tiny Flex Zachary with the Ed 415 sitting on top.
Where can I find out about that, Jackson?
You can find out about that review over on Jackson Vapes. No, but to be fair, though, it's very small. This I do like this. To be fair, yeah.
Tiny, isn't it?
The old Flex Zachary. It is very, because obviously it's beveled. I like, it's very natural in the hand. I do like this. Obviously, I purchased this off the South a couple of months ago, but only just got round to doing the review on it. To be fair, yeah. And in there, something a bit different. We've got some Drip Axe honeycomb latte. It's not bad. It's out of my sort of vape, out of my comfort zone, but not bad, to be fair. Yeah, this is quite nice. It's quite nice, especially mouth to lung wise. Suits me quite well, to be fair. Yeah. And then last but not least, non-matchy. The V3, the Rabbit V3 RDA on the Bonza Mech mod. And in that, we've got a bit of Wild Things, cola, champagne.
Ooh.
Not too shabby there. That's about it. Not too shabby. Over to James.
Thank you. So I am on the GTR, on the Lucid kit, and in that I've got some of my own RY4.
Well-used bottle, that by the look of it, James.
What's that?
It's a well-used bottle that's been squeezed a lot. You can see the little nib marks in the middle.
And then I'm on the GT4S with the steam thinners cap, and I've got that on the Renko Manto S. And inside that, I've got some sea salt savoury caramel ice cream from Charlie Chalk Dust.
Oh, yeah.
Charlie Chalk Dust.
And
I haven't tried that.
yeah, it's really, really good. And over to the boss himself.
The boss himself. He couldn't turn up, so I had to fill in. Right, what am I on? Well, I thought I'd keep using this Nix Mini because a lot of these sort of pod-style devices, you leave them standing for a few days and they're slurpy and leaky and horrible.
Yeah.
So we'll give that a go. That's all right, isn't it? I think that was 3 days.
No gurgling or...
No.
Which is good.
No, you do get a little bit on the... Put it under there.
Contact point?
On the bottom of the coil. There is a bit of juice there. But it doesn't gurgle in the coil itself. So that's okay.
Yeah.
You can soon wipe that away, can't you? So I'm not
that's nothing
as concerned about that. But yeah, it tastes
well, how long's that been left, Mark? How long's that been left for you?
That's been sitting. I think I've used it last week on the show. I used it a bit on the... Sorry, not last week. It's the week before. We didn't have a show last week, did we?
Week before, yeah.
So this has been hanging around for a fortnight, and I've probably used it. I've tried it sort of every 3 days, something like that. So it's...
Yeah, it's not
and that was
that
probably 3 days ago I last used it. So that's all right, isn't it?
Yeah, you can't argue with that. Can't argue at all.
Which is like part of my test for them, and it still tastes all right. That's the mango, peach, and papaya. I'm on the... where shall I show it? Up there or down here? On the Ed Pennon with the Thunderhead Creations RTA on top. The Elite, isn't it? Elite.
Yeah.
Good my brain. And the different drip tip as well, which I still haven't put on the website, but I will. I've got them here. The different drip tip is more of a traditional sort of shape. And it does fit in that rebate there. So, yeah, I just prefer that kind of drip tip.
Like this.
Then there I've got the blackcurrant, raspberry and lime. So put that down. And I've still got this Turin Max with the Thunderhead RDTA on top. Shut up there. There you go. And I've since rewicked this and changed it. And I've got in there today the Udderly cookie dough ice cream, which actually rather nice. There you go. Udderly. Get it out of the shiny light. I haven't turned my lights on tonight. done that before, haven't I? So I've
Yeah.
gone,
That still looks good. You can still see you. You're not in the dark.
shall I turn one on? I'll do one at a time on the slide. No one noticed that, did they? No one noticed. Shall I turn this one on? There you go. There's two. Can we see it now? That's better. There you go. So liking this mech mod, it's good. It's very good. I'm not due to put an order in with Thunderhead Creations yet, but I may well order a few of them when I do, because I think it's very good. Right, what else have we got? The Mod 2. Still enjoying this. A lot of people are wondering about the size. I don't think it comes over how big or small it is.
Yeah.
But it is small. You know,
Yeah.
people think it looks a bit big and bulky. It really isn't. Turn it around the other way as well. You can see, compared to the size of my hands, that is actually small. Takes the borrow tank.
I think the main reason, like, I think it was a couple of shows back when I was saying, can you compare it to like a mix? And a lot of people were asking in the chat, can you put next to like other different devices?
There's your billet
like
box.
All right, that's a good comparison.
Side by side a billet box. So there you go. There's very little difference in that at all. In fact, it's narrower, obviously. So there you go. And the last but not least, I'm on the converter with the Ripley top. That's really so much to remember, isn't it? Nice little setup, that one.
Yeah.
I think we just figured out what to get him for his Christmas, Jackson. Post-it notes.
I need them.
What are you using this evening? Ripley converter and stick it to the laptop.
I've got so much going on up here at the minute. It's like a spaghetti junction. I've got like a few mother issues. She's got dementia, and that really sort of plays heavy on me, because she does need an awful lot of help with things. And you know, it's almost like, I don't know if anyone's experienced a relative with dementia, but there's almost like conspiracy theories coming in, like someone's pinched my whatever, or you know, and it's not good. Yeah. It's not good. But bless her, she's 89.
It's an absolute shame.
Yeah.
As well, at the same time, I get, obviously, I've never had to deal with anyone with that, and I find myself quite fortunate, but it must be obviously be exhausting for that person and for the person that's looking after them as well.
It is for her as well.
Two-sided, you know.
Yeah, I know it is for her, and you know, it's just like, it's one of those things, isn't it? It happens in life, you know. But you know, I do feel sorry for her, although you know, you kind of leave there and you think, oh, I feel so uptight. Why can't I just go and see her and have a cup of coffee with her and enjoy that moment? But you can't, because it's all taken up with undoing the iPad that she's managed to wipe everything off and everything else, and do her online shopping and blah blah blah. But anyway, that's my issues, no one else's. Doesn't matter. So I was saying, it's like Spaghetti Junction up there. We've got a new.
What's phoning you?
Wouldn't sorry folks, wouldn't you know? Lady of the moment. That was Mother, dear mother.
Yours must have been burning.
she might be watching. How dare you tell her?
I know, yeah.
I'm going to embarrass you on your stream, phone son.
Bloody well tell him. Bless her. Right, who else have we had join? Corgath. Good evening to you, Corgath. I'll put this on while you were talking, I think, Jackson. Thanks for that, Kieran. You know, vote of confidence from Kieran. Pulling my leg as always. Peter Kendall. Evening, Peter. Craig. That's all right. I think she's left me a message now. I think voicemail, possibly. We'll see. Graham has said, and not too shabby. There are, Jackson. There's one for you as a not too shabby.
Not too shabby.
That needs to go on a t-shirt now.
It does.
That's it. Done.
Nicky,
I can't help it if this comes out.
Fletcher. He's got a question for you, Jackson.
Oh, yeah?
How much Cool-Ader in that latte?
Oh, no, there ain't. No, there's not actually. Don't, because I have been, I'll be honest with you, I've been toying with the idea of putting some in. I really have. Do you know what I mean? I haven't
Make it
yet.
a nice-
I've had probably about 6 mil out of it, and it's doing the trick for me at the minute. With after long wise, it's doing the trick for me. But I have thought about putting Cool-Ader in, and I think it would work, to be fair with you, because a lot of people, a latte is very similar to coffee, isn't it? And a lot of people nowadays you see a lot of people with ice cold coffees and lattes and everything like that. So I have been toying with the idea. Maybe next week it'll probably have about 10 million.
Boying.
So, yeah, I think it will probably, to be fair with you.
You've just been sitting there going, I'm vaping on Starbucks. The cold coffee.
Yeah. I love coffee though. That's the problem. I used to drink that much fucking coffee. When you get to the point where you start getting headaches off it, so I had to sort of stop. I used to, wake up in the morning, drink coffee. You've got a banging headache, and then throughout the day, you're still drinking coffee with the banging headache. So I sort of packed it in. So I haven't had coffee for a while, and obviously now I've got a latte in the vape form.
Hey.
So no headaches off that.
Just a nicky buzz.
Englishman and Irishman, don't know if that's the authentic or not. The trouble is, everyone's got dummy accounts now, haven't they? Rufus, evening to you. Evening, chaps and chat. Evening, Rufus. James Bosch, question for you. Does your shop stock that juice?
Yes, it does. It stocks the obviously the sea salt savoury caramel ice cream, and it stocks Campfire, which is s'mores with chocolate as well. Very, very good liquid.
Excellent. And you put yes.
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 Just in case it got no, it's all right. In case it got missed.
Are you trying to say I would miss anything in chat and not keep up?
Let's go back and look at history, shall we?
No, let's not.
He's like that. Oh crap.
Right, what else got? Ian above the clouds. Good evening to you. Ian asked me to join him as a guest. I think was it last Sunday? I think so, but I couldn't. If you've been watching from the start, Ian, you'll probably understand why. That's I've been probably seeing Mother. Craig, thanks for shopping me. I'll have a look at it. Sounds nice. Right, okay. There you go. Oh my word, Jay. Full of man flu. Full of the man flu. Hopefully, I hope you feel better soon, Jay. Don't want him snotting and sneezing on here, do we? Hey? We don't want any of that old stuff, do we?
No,
talking of which, have you boys had your booster?
No,
not until January.
No, I got mine. I've got a stiff arm with this one.
What, have you had yours?
Yeah, I had it on Friday. A stiff arm on Friday night and Saturday, I suppose. Pretty much better by Sunday, but yeah, I didn't get that with the first two.
Oh, flipping hell.
So
yeah, no, I've only had I had the first one, and that was it. I didn't want no more.
So you've had 1 out of 3.
Yeah, 1 out of 3. Yeah, obviously, we spoke about it before, but I didn't want it just for the fact I think. At the time when I had the first one, and you're seeing over on the news and stuff like that, I've seen a lot of disabled kids and stuff like that with different sort of problems, and they weren't having theirs, but people like, normal people having it. And I just thought, no, I'd rather go with that and let them sorts of people, kids, with disabilities and stuff like that, have it before me. And I just think that's the right thing to go about it. So I sort of refused. It's obviously my personal opinion. I just was watching the news, and it come up on the news, and there was a couple of kids in the wheelchairs, and they've got multiple, disabilities and stuff. And the parents was like saying, like, the kid's not even been offered one or nothing. And I just, I just found, no, it's not right. I'd rather go without when other people need it more than me, to be fair with you. And that's how I thought at the time, and that's how I still think, Mark, to be fair with you. I'm plodding on slowly. I'm getting there. So, I think other people come before me.
Well, that's very gracious of you, Jackson. But we all matter, don't we? All our healths.
Yeah, of course we do. Of course we do.
I mean, my mother or Tina's mother, neither of them had the booster yet. They're both like housebound, so they can't get out.
Yeah.
But the government or the doctors haven't been in touch and said we're coming to do it. And bizarrely, I think Tina's mum had the flu jab, and she said, "Well, you might as well give me the booster while you're in." She said,
No, it's the exact same situation happened to me. I went to get my booster. I think it was the last time we spoke, last week when we all spoke, and the following morning I was like, "Yeah, I'm here for my flu jab," and the woman, "Let's get your booster done as well." And I said, "No," and she went, "Why?" It's just because my booster's not. Obviously, I need to be in a certain time frame. It was like 10 weeks. It keeps changing. Because on the letter I had, it said 24 weeks, but when I actually went there, it said something like, "Oh, it's 20 weeks now." Like, so you've literally dropped 4 weeks in the matter of me getting this letter. So I need to wait until January to get my booster.
Do you?
It's a pain in the ass.
I just walked in and got mine, but I think I snuck in by a day. He said, "Oh, it's a good job you had it." I think it was June the 11th or something. I had the second one. He said, if that had been a day later, you wouldn't have been able to come in. So I was like,
it's mad,
to the day, but I didn't even know that. I didn't know there was a time space. I just thought,
I didn't. The funny thing is about it, though, we nipped up to Tesco yesterday, and now you've seen this massive queue, and you thought, "What's that for?" The vaccine.
Is it?
I never knew. Yeah, I
They're
didn't
probably-
know Tesco's or Asda or anything like that were now, giving the vaccine. But you go in there to do your shopping around the aisles, and then you just see a queue going all the way back, and it's obviously for your vaccine.
They're probably
You're booking on
syringing
the
some domestos in there, aren't they?
I know, there's a bit of that.
They're giving it to Donald Trump. They're just putting bleach inside.
Some domestos. Cloud Cartel, good evening to you, sir. There you go, put you on the screen. Yeah, I hope you're doing good. Yeah, we're all doing fine. All doing fine. Oh, thanks, Craig. That's not very nice, is it? Turn the lights down, Mark. We can see you now. Yeah, that's not good, is it? It just highlights my bauble. Look, my big red round bauble. The vaping noob, evening to you. What else have we got there? Jay thinks that it reminds him of the Aspire box. Well, I've got the Aspire box here, and I guess there are similarities, but I think that's a bit prettier and nice. That's the Aspire one.
Yeah,
I think it's a bit nicer than that, personally. I think the Mod 2 takes the stage, and this thing certainly does. The Nolan.
Sorry, I just seen something in chat. Tesco value vaccine.
Every little helps. Is that Tesco? Is that another one? No, it's Asda, isn't it? Oh, I don't know. Where were we? Spence, evening to you. Right, we'll flick down here because we've got a couple of bits to talk about. Graham again. King Solo, evening King Solo. Bung that up there. Evening to you. Yeah, Kieran says she's watching you. Possibly, you never know, do you? She's a very private person, my mother, and if she thought I was talking about her here, she'd be like, "Don't mention me." She wouldn't like that. Mick, evening, Mick. Adrian Mason, is this a question? Let's put it up. Is an 18650 safe if it loses more current when not in a device? Seems good if I use it straight away, but if left for a week on its own. I suppose.
How old's the battery? That's my first question.
Would they lose a bit? Over a long time, they possibly would, but they should.
Possibly, because obviously it's not discharging around, but on standby, like if your device is it's like the only way I can describe it is if you leave your car idle for so long, obviously it's going to run out of petrol. So it's kind of this. I would say I would
on that, isn't there? But there's no drain on a 18650 that's not in anything.
no.
But I guess, Adrian, if you're in any doubt, wrap it up in tape and put it in the recycling bin.
Yeah, why don't you have a look at battery Mitch as well? You might be able to.
Yeah, probably more qualified to answer than us, I would have said.
Yeah.
But yeah, I can't say it. So I've really. The thing is, you don't put a fully charged one normally and think that's my spare and use it a month later. I never have.
No, I ain't.
So
To be fair, yeah.
I don't really know the answer to that question. It's an interesting one. Maybe
Yeah,
someone in chat does. Maybe someone's an authority. They know. So we never know, do we? Oh, right. Dion. Evening, Dion. Bloody Apple updates always takes an age to load. Yeah, I had updates myself actually before I came on tonight. So yeah, I agree with you. But we normally are virus free, so from that respect, it's quite good. Talking of Apple, he's seen Elon Musk's got a phone coming out. Tesla.
has he?
Yeah, got a mobile phone coming out. That'll be interesting, won't it? Because he doesn't do anything by halves, does he, normally? So I'm quite excited, looking forward to that. And Craig...
His operating system's going to be like, do you think it'll be his own one, or do you think it'll be a...
Oh, no, so that'll be his own, because they're like a artificial intelligence type company, really. They're more than a car company, aren't they? Robotics and stuff. So, yeah, that'll be his own. That'll be his own. But seems odd. I suppose he didn't do it years ago if he's going to do it, because he's kind of let Apple take the stronghold and Samsung, I suppose, hasn't he?
Yeah.
We shall see. I'll bet it's going to be good, though. Bet it'll have features that we wouldn't have thought about. I think I did read one. I think it's got like almost like a solar panel in it, so it will charge while you're not using it. So,
yeah.
I think. I don't.
It's what the price will be, though, as well, won't it?
You what, Jackson?
It'll be what the price is as well.
Oh, the price will be decent, as in a lot.
Yeah.
But
it'll be a hybrid, or it'll be full electric or something like that. They'll try and put the Tesla technology that they've done.
Well, if you think, I suppose it makes sense because he's sent all these satellites up, hasn't he, for the broadband and that. And if his phone works off that network and you've got signal everywhere, he's going to get a big audience for that, isn't he? Because you know yourself, probably not so bad where you are, Jackson, but around here, in a 15-mile drive, I guarantee you my signal drops out 3, if not 4 times.
Yeah, yeah.
So I don't know about where it is where you are, James, but
it's okay. Actually, it's not too bad. Normally, relatively decent coverage. It's obviously everyone would obviously like their coverage to be faster, but yeah, it does. It does me.
So you're
listening to podcasts on the way to work, all that kind of stuff. It does.
But
it
for the north-south divide to be true, you should have no signal.
Yeah, and it seems to be the other way around.
Yeah, it's funny that.
Unless what we've been learning about north, south, east, and west is a total lie, and you're north and I'm south.
Oh dear, we shall see. Cheech is feeling victorious. Jolly good. Right, I think I'm near enough down the chat for now. Mick's had the Pfizer booster. I think I got the Moderna.
What they try to do is as best they can, they try and give you, like, for example, if I've had both Pfizer jabs, so what they'll try and do is give me the booster, the Pfizer booster as well. I think there's like one of them, or is it 2 of them that you can mix together? But
I had the AstraZeneca first and second.
Well, how many is there now out there? There's more than just the 2, ain't there? The Pfizer and the other one. What is the 3?
There's Moderna and the AstraZeneca. I had the first ones. I don't know.
There's tons of them.
And Mr. Intense, the first 2 were Oxford. Yeah, so that is the AstraZeneca one, isn't it?
Mm.
Wow, Nicky had his booster 4 weeks ago. And the flu jab. Vax to the max. He doesn't need any Domestos from Tesco's, then, does he? Well done. Rufus, what's Rufus put? 75% of my staff felt unwell after their vaccine and took the next day off. I felt fine after mine. Yeah, funny that. Funny how the boss can make it in. for the staff.
I suppose it does affect. It obviously affects everyone slightly differently. You're a good example. Obviously, Rufus says he was feeling fine. You had a bit of a stiff arm, and other people
Bit of a
feel
stiff
like they've
arm.
got the plague.
I did have one other character. See if anyone else has had this. I noticed it after the first two, but I didn't tie it in. I felt very uptight after the first two. Very sort of like if someone annoyed me, I really did want to hit them. That kind of uptight. Yeah, I did. And it lasted about a week, and I thought, weird. It's not like me. It was sort of out of character for me. I normally know if I'm going to feel ill or something, because that's normally, it will get me kind of like that. And after the booster, I got pretty ratty again. You know what I mean? If driving, I was like more aggressive than normal, perhaps, and a bit more intolerant. That's the word. I got very intolerant. And
was that straight away after, or was that the next day? Or
next day, I would say. Yeah, next day. So a bit like when you give up smoking, you get a bit grumpy, don't you? And
yeah.
I was a bit the same with the vaccine. I was fine, like after a couple of days, but I even said to Tina, "Sorry, I've been a miserable old sod," and because I knew I was being, but I couldn't seem to get myself out of it. It's weird. Yeah, so anyone else had that characteristic? I'll be interested to know. Hopefully. Just say no. You're just a miserable sod. It's just your turn in the month. Possibly so. Who knows? Tesco vaccine. Rhymes with nodes of holics. Yeah, okay. Queue halfway around the village today for the booster. Yeah, I think if you need your booster now, I think you're going to be in a queue, aren't you? I was lucky last Friday, though. You know, we didn't have all this sort of panic and you must get it.
Because there was talk on Good Morning Britain. Again, I need to obviously go double check this unless I misheard it. But there was talk of the government starting to fine people if they don't get the booster, and I'm just like, I'm trying to get my booster, but I've been told by the NHS, the organisation that is giving this out, I have to wait. So you're going to fine me because I have to wait, then that's going to be another story.
That's fucking stupid.
It is. Like, what was it? Bojo was like, everyone has to be done by the end of December. I need to wait until January. I physically need to wait till January before
he's upset.
So that time scale is bullshit.
I'm not going to his party this year.
You can't remember half of it.
That's mad, isn't it? I think that's going to hit him harder than any of his other faux pas, don't you? Having that Christmas party, it really is.
Oh,
right,
God.
I've got a message for you, Jackson. Well, to me about you. I've got to convince you to get a borrow. Go down the borrow rabbit hole.
Oh no, yeah. No, obviously it's nice to, but when you're getting into stuff like that, obviously you got to look at money and stuff like that, and then your personality. Now, your personality with that sort of thing, you want everything, don't you? So you get into sort of stuff like that, and then it's, I want to change this on it. I want to buy this, and it's something that's never ending because I think I've got sort of addictive personality, so that's why I'm staying clear of it at the minute.
Yeah,
it is. I think it is, isn't it?
What he does say there, I'd back up 100%. The Molan Bridge is on the same level as the Wigan Bridge. I spent a couple of £100 on. I think for what's this, about 25 quid. I think that is a cracking bridge. I really do. And especially if they do more airflow pins for it to make it more versatile still, I think, everyone I've spoken to who's got one of them has all praised it. They've all said how good it is and that it can sort of stand toe-to-toe with some of the better stuff, which is good.
100 quid plus, isn't
it? Rufus wants to know if it's that good. Well, hopefully I've just answered that. Yeah. It is a good bridge. 25 quid, Rufus. Man of your means. What's that? I don't know what his means are, but you got to say it, haven't you? Grateful Ant, good evening to you. Photos, everyone queuing for the booster and having a good laugh and chat. Yeah. gets to. I mean, yeah, you got to say, everyone in the queue, they're all like giving each other the virus, almost possibly, aren't they? Just don't know.
Because when I went to get obviously my flu vaccine, it felt like you were on a conveyor belt for lambs for the slaughter. Honestly, it was like you're like right, next five, next five. And you're like, I haven't seen the other 15 people leave before me. Where have they gone?
Well, the lady that I went to for the booster, I said I wore a similar top to this, like a rugby top. I said, Joe, I didn't come prepared. I've got to take my top off, because you can't. You'll need that off when you. And she sat back and she went, "Yeah, take your time." She said, "I don't get many moments of pleasure." And I just burst out laughing. I said, "It's been a few years since I've given anyone a Coca-Cola moment." I think it made me laugh. Nice that they've still got some humour. They do work hard. They deserve all the applause they get. Phoenix Vapes, good evening to you. Good evening, guys, and a massive thanks to Mark for shipping the Ambitions 2 after the cut-off. Top man. Yeah, thanks, Tina. We got Tina to thanks, but I appreciate that. Phoenix Vapes, thank you. Graham, Elon Musk is my favourite person from Mars. We haven't talked much about vaping, have we? And we have got something else to discuss in a minute, but we will do that in a minute. Mark Trigwell, any news on the extra Molan airflow pins from Ambition mods? No, well, they've told me they're going to make some samples and send them to me. So hopefully that will happen quite quickly. I'll touch base with them again tomorrow, hopefully, and see what they say. Oh, Ian Morgan, he's ordered the Nest. Yeah, the Nest is on a special. If you go on the specials page on the Naturevape website, I've reduced it vastly. So if you fancied one before and thought, I don't know, 26 quid or 35 quid or whatever, you should be in for a treat now. Might push you over.
Highly recommend it. I've got 2 of them, so.
Yeah. Rufus is the same as me. I agree with it. Elon Musk is a bit like a James Bond villain, isn't he? He is.
I put all these satellites up to watch you, Bond.
I agree. He really is. I mean, you'd like to think he isn't, but, you can't help but sort of bring that comparison in there. Yeah, and Daniel's put, but he'll have an access to Starlink. Is exactly right, Daniel. I think I said that afterwards, yeah. Right, let's talk about what else we've got to talk about. Can't get a signal from Graham. Right, yep, I think we're... Oh, JP, Ian and JP. Ian, guys, how are we doing? We're all doing fine, JP. We're all doing fine. What's that Kieran's put? I'll just look at this. Put it up there. Naturevape AZ is only good for the first 2. Oh, AstraZeneca, right, okay. Then they need to give a different one for the booster. The reason is the 3rd dose of AstraZeneca only gives around 30% protection, hence we're being given Pfizer. Oh, right, okay. Thanks, Kieran. Didn't know that. Cheech. Go on in, Cheech. Can I get another shout out? Go on, you got one. And vaping noob.
Speaking of Cheech, is the Nest no bad for squonks? You can't squonk with the Nest.
You can't squonk the Nest. No, you can't. No, not even if you drill a hole. It's just not part and couldn't be part of the design because the big fat round coil right down the middle. So you'd be putting it straight.
You don't need squonk with it anyway.
No, it lasts forever, doesn't it?
Yeah,
that's what I mean.
The other thing is as well, like the base, like where the airflow is basically hollow. So even if you really get a squonk pin in there, I would care to imagine how that would look.
Just go through a few of these results from Mr. Intense. Pulled and by first and second jab booster again, stinking headache.
Yeah, I had a massive headache as well with the second one. The first one gave me pneumonia.
Swirling Monk, evening to you. Had 2 jabs and never no more. Had a massive immune reaction after the first one. Still suffering 6 months on. Crikey.
Wow.
Well, sorry to hear that, Swirling Monk. I hope I don't stay grumpy for 6 months. What about that? That'd be good.
Me and Jackson would just be constantly, but like, holding like stuff above our heads, like, is he coming? Is he coming? Trying to hide.
Guy says he had a grumpy vaccination about 10 years ago. It still hasn't worn off. You're frightened of the cold. Pinhead, even Pinhead. Right, okay. Let's talk about what else we had to do, because these chats keep coming, and I'll just keep going. And this will,
Yeah, absolutely.
Before we know where we are, we'll be 10 o'clock, and I haven't
We
told
promise we'll get back to you in a minute, chap.
Right, just put marks up there. Right, okay. And Rufus is next when we finish this, about his Echo RTA. So, as the title suggests, bulls and bears. Now, some of you may have put 2 and 2 together. The first thing I need to do is put this up. There you go. All information and opinions discussed on the show are for entertainment purposes only and are in no way to be considered financial advice. So we're going to be doing something new on the channel. Quite excited about it, and I think you two boys are as well.
Yeah.
We're going to be... This started off... I mean, I've been involved with stocks and shares for a couple of years, and I've enjoyed it. I haven't always done well at it, but I've enjoyed it. I've had my successes as well. But this started off... We did a... in fact, let's see if I can put this up here. See if I can put it up. Better get to it. Get rid of Mother's number.
Hello, is that Mrs. Naturevape?
Everyone's phoning up, Mother. Right, let's get that on there. Let's bring that to a close. We'll get rid of that number, and we'll leave the 10 years, and periodic, we'll get rid of that number as well. Right, compound interest calculator. So it is amazing. In years gone by, you'd put your money in the Building Society, you'd get 7, 8, 9% interest, and you watched it grow. And you two boys are probably a bit young for that, but I certainly remember it. And it paid you to save your money, but those times have now gone. We're on a nothing interest rate when you put your money in the bank, and all you're doing is your buying ability is actually getting worse and worse and worse. Your money is worth less and less and less. We were talking the other night. We watched Top Gear the other night, and they were running a car around a track for, I think they put £1 worth of petrol in it and see how many laps they could do. And Tina and I both said that, I remember we put £5 worth of petrol in the car, and that lasted the week. And, we weren't just doing little trips. Yeah. It virtually filled it up, or a tenner certainly would. So, but now you put 60 quid's worth in your car, you don't think anything of it, and it's still not full. So That's how times have changed. So a compound interest calculator, what we're going to be doing is every week we're going to be putting some money, £10 every single week, into a stock or share of our choice. And we're using the free share app. In fact, if I can put this in chat, if I've got a link here, see if it'll work. It didn't work. It didn't work. Paste. No, it doesn't like it. Daniel, I sent you the links. If you'd be kind enough to paste them in chat. You two. Come prepared.
Nature V. Well, I'm just getting tons of things like Pyramid Scheme, Nature Coin Channel. Oh, it's turned into a Bitcoin channel.
Right. So
Nature Coin.
There. Let's get rid of that. Right. So basically, we're going to buy £10. Jackson is, so's James, and so am I. We're going to start this off in the new year. We're going to put £10 a week on a stock or share of our choice and see where we end up by the end of the year. And hopefully we'll have made ourselves a profit. And if you look at sometimes the obvious that's in front of your eyes, you can't see. So I thought it'd be interesting to just show you a compound interest calculator. So if you start the balance, this is in dollars, but it doesn't matter, with £10 at the top there. And I reckon some of my shares are like made 200%. So I don't think 8% over that year is too unreasonable. I think, James, you looked at, we've all bought a share already, actually, but you bought Apple, didn't you? Which I think went
I
up
did, yeah.
34% last year. Is that right?
Hold on, and I will let you know.
While you're looking, so we're not going to go up to 34%. We want to keep this realistic. So, but I don't think 8% is unrealistic at all. I think that is easily
So,
achievable.
sorry to you want to.
Yeah, go on.
So it was at 509.34%, 509% last
Not
year.
Wow.
in a year.
Not in a year, sorry. 44.9.
44. That sounds more like
Apologies.
it. 44%. Cool. I'll tell you what, I wish I'd have bought them other Apple shares. So, as you say, 44%, we're not going to go down the realms of that, but we're going to keep it realistic, 8%. And if we do the period of time over 10 years, we want to see, not that we're going to be doing this on the show for 10 years, but we want to see where we would be for 10 years. And periodic addition. So we're going to be putting £10 a week in. So I'll put another 10 in there. And that's weekly done. There you go. So at the bottom, you can see that we've put in £5,210 over the 10 years. And our investment is now worth nearly £8,000. So a profit of 2,800. So, and you think £10 a week, you don't miss that at all, do you?
No.
But if I said to you two boys, a lump sum, £8,000 in 10 years, what will that pay for? Perhaps one of your kiddies to go off to university or something like that. You don't.
Yeah, of course it would. Yeah.
In 10 years, 10 years, try to think. I'd have a teenager by then, so probably all the debts that they've equated from me.
You don't know what
Probably all
they
the
want to do,
debts.
but it could be a good way of forming a nest egg. And, for a £10 a week, £40 a month, equate it in your, like in the old cigarettes of £10 a day even. We're talking about £10 a week. So you can see how it grows. There's a graph of it showing it there, which easy enough just to see. And value by year, you can see how it grows. So you can actually even keep track of yourself, like the end of year one, if you think, yeah, I'm on 551 quid, that's where I should be. We'll know at the end of next year how we've got on. So hopefully everyone understands that. I hope the people in chat think, that's quite a good thing to do. We're no experts, and as I say, these things should be taken with a pinch of salt. This is for entertainment purposes and for our own bit of enjoyment. And, it's a bit exciting as well, isn't it? I've loved doing it for the last 2 years. So, I know, Jackson, I think you've had a bit of YouTube time, haven't you?
Yeah, so I'm learning. Yeah. No, obviously, when we spoke about it before, obviously it's been discussed on here. Right? It was a bit. Well, obviously, when you sent stuff through on WhatsApp and stuff, I looked at it and I thought, flipping hell, what's he doing here? It just went straight over my head. I just didn't get none of it. And then obviously, when you explained a bit more and obviously you see it there in front of your face, I sort of understood it a bit better. And then obviously, over the week, I've been having a dabble here, trying to pick up, understand it a little bit better. And I think, at the end of it, it's a bit of a laugh. It's a bit of a fun, bit of a giggle. And, like you says, it's better than sticking it in the bank, isn't it? It's £10 a week, like you said. It's nothing really. £10 nowadays ain't nothing. So £10 a week, and just see where we go. Like we says, we can obviously put it on the same share. If we want to put it on the same share, we can buy a different share each week. So technically, you could buy a share. 52 weeks in a year, you could buy 52 shares at £10, or just if we feel like that's the share we want to stick at, keep topping up on that one. But I think the main aim of it is sort of at the end of the year, we've all sort of have a look and see who's done the best, because we're obviously all sticking with the £10 each. We're not going no higher, and see who sort of comes in. who comes in sort of first place with a bit
What's
of a
the
profit.
what's the worst that can happen?
Well, this is it, ain't it? There's not. I think it's a giggle. I mean, especially for me. I find it very interesting. To be fair,
It is, and I have to say, I've studied it for some time, and I've absolutely loved it. I am a little bit. I've got an addictive personality like yours, Jackson, and when I get my head in something, I just have to keep learning. I'm like a sponge. I have to keep learning and learning, and I have learned an awful lot in the last couple of years. I'm no expert, way off an expert, but I think it'd be a good competition as well. We'll see.
Yeah.
They reckon they did an experiment once. I think a monkey picked shares, and then this top pick guy picked them, and the monkey beat him. So who knows? It can be the odd one that really takes you by surprise and does really well. But it'll be a competition. Every week we'll be putting like the leaderboard up to see which one of us is doing the best at the time. Also, if anyone in chat fancies playing along with us, we're going to kick this off on January, in the first show of January. And even if we miss a week on the show, we'll still be putting a tenner in on that week.
Yep.
And if you fancy playing along with us and seeing how you compare to us, that would be great as well. We're using the Free Trade app, and hopefully, as Daniel put the links in, they wouldn't work for me.
He's put them all in. Chat will need to go up a bit.
There you go. There. So thank you, Daniel. That's brilliant. You can see who you're going to, if you do go on the Free Trade app, if you use one of these links, you will get a free share, and so will we. And if you want to give your free share to James, pick the top one. If you want to give it to Jackson, pick the next one down. If you want to give it to me, pick the next one under that. I would encourage you to pick one of these two boys because they're the ones with kiddies, and I just think it'd be nice to support them. So, but you decide. It's your favourite. Whoever, if you do it, whoever you want to do, crack on and do it ahead. But anyone who's up for that, just comment in chat. Say, yeah, I fancy that. I'm going to play. And, or if you think this is a vaping show, you plonker, I don't think you should do it. Play that as well.
If I keep on that subject, there are vaping stocks. You've got Relics, you've got Smoor, you've got...
Yeah, there are. Yeah.
They're all in there. You just need to look hard enough.
Yeah.
I think it'd definitely be good, obviously, if people in chat get involved as well. I think it'd be really good.
I think it'd be good. And you can say... judge how well you're doing along with us, and I don't think, like I say, a £10 is nothing. And what I like about it, when you hear some people say, "That's just glorified gambling. It's just gambling." Well, I've got two arguments for that. When you put your £100 a month in a pension, everyone says, "Oh, very wise. You must have a pension." Where do you think that pension manager is putting that? It's going straight in the stock market. But all you're doing is paying him a commission to do it. Yeah. So, they're gambling with your pension. I would rather gamble with my own future. Now, that's the way I've always been. Win or lose, that's where I'd be. And the other thing is, if you compare it to gambling, let's say, if you put £10 on a horse at 2:30 tomorrow, or what was it, Jackson? On an horse. Horse. And that horse comes second, you've lost your tenner. But if you put it on Apple and Apple goes down 30%, you've lost £3. You've lost a tenner with the chance of going back up again. So, that's just in layman's terms. That's how I see it. So let's have a look at a few comments. I might have to scroll around here now.
It's very, very active. I like looking at our chat. It's very active.
Is that
a lot of conversations within conversations? Everyone's saying hello, and it's really good. I like looking at our chat.
Different boost. So I got as far as Rufus, didn't I?
Yes, you did.
Yeah, I did. Where's Rufus? Yeah, there you go. So I'll just read that one out, actually, then I'll get to the stock. It's got the Echo RTA coming tomorrow. We'll have to get the Molan sent to another address. Yeah, do you want us to put you've won a prize, Rufus, on the congratulations on winning the giveaway or something?
The Edge is the new one from Steam Pipes, am I right? The Edge.
Yeah, I think it is. I think so.
It's the one that's come after the Cabale. So good luck with that. Especially if another bridge comes. What's this? Oh dear.
How many nests have you sold, Mark? Not enough, Rufus. It was financially a failure, I don't mind admitting. The True Tank was financially a success. I think we sold nearly 1,400 True Tanks.
Wow.
And the Nest, nowhere near. I've still got a lot of stock. But there you go. That's life. My issue. I've got my own thoughts and opinions on that. But there you go. Well, I'll keep them to myself. Jackson could be the next 007 catchphrase. Not too shabby.
Too shabby.
It would be like shaken, not stirred, not too shabby.
Yes, that's right. Spencer is on mine. It is not every kit. It isn't, but on the ones I sell, it is. There are 2 different kits. Right, let's start with these. Kieran,
sorry to interrupt, but you mentioned that in your review that the ones that you would be going for would be specifically have the Mullen Bridge already in it, didn't you?
I did, yeah, because they made 2. I couldn't see any point in getting the one without. I really couldn't. So
yeah, it's a fair point.
Kieran, God, it's turning into a Bitcoin channel. No, it's not. Bitcoin. There's nothing wrong with Bitcoin actually, and
he's just spatting Winston.
Sorry, Winston. Nothing wrong with it, but I'm not into crypto. I don't understand it. Graham's put silver underneath. I understand that. Rate you highly, Graham. Love my silver. It's a tangible product. God's money, same as gold. The Sage of Norfolk. Yep, Depot's pyramid scheme. Oh my God, Swirling Monk. It's not a pyramid scheme. Ponzi scheme. That's not that either. Nature and Nature Coin Channel. Right, invest in Bitcoin. Oh, you're most welcome. Yeah, there's a lot of people earned a lot of money on Bitcoin. I nearly invested when it was, it's a fraction of what it is now, but there you go. If you got it right every time. Thanks, Mark. Treat myself to that one. Okay. Nature V Coin. What's he talking about, Cheech? Is this the Naturevape live show? The Wolf of Wall Street, King Solo, Swell, perfect name. Oh dear. Right. Football. Right, okay. What else have we got? Have we got anything positive? Put my coupon on, spot the ball, easier dealing in grams and ounces. Hello, troops. Whatever's all this. Swirling Monk, shares, compound interest, periodic additions. This all sounds foreign to me. Come on, Swirling Monk. You're not daft. There is a logic there. Hopefully did I explain it all right?
Yeah.
Hopefully.
And the thing is, everyone in chat, if your word means at the very beginning, me and Jackson were just like, what?
Yeah, I didn't know. I just looked at it and it just didn't make sense. But the app, to be fair here, the app's very self-explanatory. It's very, in step-by-step sort of with the graph and everything like that, what you want to look at, when it's up, when it's gone down, it shows you everything. So it is, once you got the gist of it, once I got the gist of it, I understood it. But at the start, I just didn't get none of it. I didn't sink in the head. But no, the app's very easy to use, to be fair, yeah.
Mother again. I might have to go at swiftly tonight. Hopefully there's no problem. I doubt it. I've got a sister, so she can phone her. But she normally phones me first. Right. Is there anything else? Anyone put... Mike Haynes, there you go. Here's a Captain Positive. That sounds good. I'll have a go. Excellent, Mike. Look forward to it. Would be nice if other people joined in on this.
Yeah, definitely.
even if you've already got an app or something. I don't know if you can put a separate account in it,
What
something like that.
what was the obviously we're doing £10 a week, like we said we're gonna do £10 a week, and obviously if you got the money you can go more. What's the minimum you can do? So if people do want to get involved in chat, what is the minimum you can put in?
What into a week? You can put in what you
Yeah.
like. You don't have to put anything in. But if they want to keep in the same like table as
Yeah.
us, £10 a week, isn't it?
£10. Yeah.
So otherwise they won't know if they've beaten us, not done as well,
Yeah.
or whatever.
Yeah.
Right, Graham Mabley, just to OnlyFans, make more money. We're not doing it for the money. We're really not. We're doing it for a bit of fun.
Yeah.
I think a lot of times that you'll have a show that you need something in there, and things like quizzes have all been done, and things like bargains on the internet have all been done. So I just think this is what interests me. We're going to be doing it probably at 9:30 every week. That's when it will be on. If it doesn't interest people at 9:30, then they'll know when it's coming. Go and make a cup of tea. By the time they're finished, we'll be on doing more about vaping. So it won't fill a show or anything like that. It'll just be an add-on. 10-minute, quarter of an hour, I suppose, add-on. So actually what I could do for anyone, you kind of think that other people have seen this app, but I guess a lot of people haven't. Let's see if I can show mine. Mine's got some on there because you two boys, go away. Right, let's see if I can put this on. I sent you the link for me, didn't I? Right, here we go. Yeah. So, ever so easy. So if you discover a stock, I don't know, let's pick food and drink. Is there one we've heard of there? Beyond Meat, there you go, that's an American one. If you wanted to buy it, you just hit the buy button and then you put down how much you want to buy and then review order, press buy. It is as simple as that. Back, food and drink, come off that. So, portfolio, I might as well tell people what I've done. We've already put a tenner in. My £10 was on Sentiment. The other 3 were free shares, so I'm doing really well. I'm losing 11%. And that's a gold mining company, Sentiment. Gold Producers was a free share. Outbrain was, and I've no idea what Outbrain is. Could be good, bad, or indifferent. I've no idea what it is. Probably some sort of software thing, or I don't know. No idea. Not even going to guess. And Western Union it's a bit like PayPal for China, isn't it? Western Union.
Yes. Well, it's like a World Bank.
Yeah, and as you can see, that's actually gone up. That was a free share. That's gone up 5%. So there you go. That's nearly the year in one share. Yeah. It's already gone up 5%. Yeah. So that's as easy as it is. It really is. It's not difficult at all. So let's get rid of that. Turn that one off. Wipe the screen away. So Graham, what's about just these times? Not sure on the stock market, on a knife edge at the moment. Yeah, it is. I agree, Graham. It is. I agree. But people have been saying that for months, and it keeps going up. But yes, I do agree. I think when we do have a crash, we're probably in for a monumental one. But it's been proven that time in the stock market pays better than anything else. Who was it who said when's the best time to invest? And the guy said yesterday. And it really is. It's time in that market, because if you look at it a logical way, if you're, say, Apple is worth £1 a share, and I know it's not, and you buy a share of Apple, £10 worth of Apple at £1 a share, and it crashes and comes down to only worth £5 a share, you then buy your next £10 worth of Apple, so that now owes you £7.50 for the 2 that you've bought. And then as it recovers, which it normally or always has done in the past, recovers over time, then you're buying the dip, basically, and you're going off again. Like March 2020. I started investing in February 2020, and I thought, oh my God, what have I done? I sunk a few quid in there, and it crashed in February. I put it in, it crashed in March. But I thought, well, there's only one way to get out of this, buying, and I did. And then by the end of the year, I've done really well because it recovered really quickly. And that does happen. So, but time in the market, if we could all do that, we'd all be millionaires, wouldn't we? So it's just time in it. And it's proven to work, and a little bit of, not everything in the stock market is on a massive high. If you look, the only reason we're on massive high is the FANG stocks. It's Apple, Tesla, things like that is keeping that up really high. I think the top 5 companies, Microsoft, own it, is nearly half of the Nasdaq. So there's an awful lot in there that are on lows, which should pick up. So they're not all on highs. It's, just because an index is high, it doesn't mean to say all the stocks within are. Like, the gold and silver mining stocks are on their arse at the moment. So when's the best time to buy something? When it's cheap. There you go. That's my opinion. Please return, Tavish. We want you back, mate. Oh, Mike, what's that about?
So I'm taking a break from the reviews until January.
Oh, are you?
Yeah, just there's not nothing much out at the moment, and obviously I'm too busy and the kids and stuff like that. Channel's not really been growing that much, so I'm just taking a wee break, and I'll be back in January. Different approach, maybe something like that.
Righto. Well, sometimes a break does you good, doesn't it? I'm detecting a slight note of sarcasm from John, the vaping joker. do you have a vape store? I think I might do. Right, what's anyone else put? Graham, I know, Mark, pulling your cord. Yeah, I know, Graham, that's all right. I just thought I'd explain. Anyone who knows me knows this information. This I think just will be a bit of fun, and we'll all have a bit of a laugh and a giggle. Someone puts a tenner and it goes down to 4 quid. Well, it's going to be funny, isn't it? In the same respect, if someone puts a tenner and it goes up to 16 quid, we're going to think that's quite funny as well. So it's all right. It's all good gravy. Has anyone tried the SXK V4 billet box? No, I haven't. Didn't know there was such a thing, a V4. When did that come out?
That's a good question.
Is it the V? Which one were they up to when I stopped something? I can't remember. Oh, right, okay. Kieran said, I think it meant a brick and mortar store. No, I don't. No, I'm online only, Naturevape. That's it. That's the only thing I've got. I can't think of anything. I know you work in a shop, James, but I just couldn't. I couldn't be tied to a building.
I guess it's not that bad.
It's not that bad.
The funny thing is that a lot of customers say, like, especially myself and my other colleagues, and they'll be like, what do you guys actually do all day? And we're like, literally drink coffee and talk some amount of shit. That's all we do. Every single time we're in, me and my colleague will just sit there and laugh and giggle. And
yeah,
and the thing is, like,
I get that. I probably meant more as a store owner that, and I guess maybe I wouldn't be tied to them. I'd have someone in there as well. But, it's just that I'm more of a, doing what I do in my van. That just suits me, out with the dog. Winston was out to work with me today. It was lovely. He's so well behaved for a dog of his age. He really is. So it's just nice to get out and about. But it's also nice, Jane. I get that. It's nice to be with some mates in a shop, isn't it? And having a laugh and a joke.
Yeah, absolutely. Because there's only, there's 2 of us now that work in the shop. You do become very, very close, and it can't be helped, and it's, because obviously, like, you join the company and you have that kind of awkward stage, but now we're literally doing like fart jokes and stuff like that. And the customers come in and like, what are you two laughing about? And we're like, this one just farted and it stinks like it stinks, all that kind of stuff. And it's a nice like it, but it shows that we're not like robots, and that's what I really enjoy about it. Like if a customer comes in and they go, "Why are you on the floor?" I'm like, I needed to sit down, my legs were sore, that kind of thing. It's just little tiny things that just make my day, and that sure it does.
Abdul, hurry up, you're 30 minutes behind. I don't think so. This is one of the very rare occasions I've kept up a chat. I think I have. Pretty much have, haven't I? Are you stocking the new gear? New gear, Abdul. Don't know which new gear. We've got the Mod 2s have come in. There is actually some new True Juice that's come. I haven't unpacked it or put it on the site yet. It's the same flavours like the blackcurrant, raspberry and lime and the mango, peach and papaya in the short fill, but instead of being 60ml, it'd be 100ml, or 50ml, it'd be 100ml, make 120. That's now arrived. So I'll get that on the site probably over the weekend. Been so busy. Mark catching up with chat. What's going on? I know. What is that all about? So is there anything you two boys are hesitant about with it? Because we haven't really spoke that much. Most of it's been by message, not verbally. About the stock shares, and then you don't understand, or you sort of up to speed. And like I say, I know Jackson, you've been thumping into YouTube and listening.
Oh yeah, I'll go there now. Don't worry about me. No, like I says, I didn't get it at the start, but obviously we spoke, which helped, and obviously you showed how that app worked, so I got it a bit better then. And like I says, because I think I've got addictive personality, I've got to sort of try and figure out everything, and I enjoy it. And I thought when you come up with the idea, I do think it's a really good idea, and it keeps you tinkling away on the phone, having a look what's up, what's down, what to buy for next week and stuff like that. So no, I think I'm all right, touch wood, until I start losing my money.
So how many times a day, Jackson, have you checked that app to see how your shares are getting on?
Quite a few, to be fair. Well, it's like we said before, I thought, obviously I listened to you all wrong, didn't I? I sort of only wanted to hear, because obviously we did say we're going to kick it off sort of after the new year. So obviously I personally thought we were going to put the tenors in each week till we get to the new year. So I've already started, haven't I?
So 20 quid.
A bit earlier.
So you'll have to skip a week, Jackson.
Yeah. But no, it's good doing it, because obviously I learn a little bit and go through everything, see what's up, see what's down, and then you're taking a risk, of course you are. But like you said, at the end of the day, it's £10. It's a bit of fun. It's something different as well on the on the show. Something totally different. No, you don't see it on no other show, do you? Stocks and shares on the Vape channel. Come on.
No.
So no, it's a bit of fun. And like I said, it would be nice, obviously, if chat would get involved as well. A few people in chat, and then we all sort of have a look as we're going along after the couple of months and the weeks. But yeah, I think I'm getting there slowly. And there's a lot of YouTube videos on it. There's a lot online to sort of help you, which I do. I keep nipping on and having a little watch of this and a watch of that. So I'm really looking forward to it personally. I think it'd be a good laugh. I really do.
I am.
Absolutely.
I think as well, when a lot of people say, it's gambling, that they're mainly talking about the CFDs, where you put an amount of money to say that the stock will definitely go up, and you can lose a lot of money very quickly, or you can sell it as well, and you can say it's going to go down. You can lose a lot of money very quickly doing that. But doing what we're doing is no different to a pension would be, in a way.
Well, this is it, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's a tenner, and it's like, what is it? In all fairness, what does a tenner get you now? If you nip to the supermarket, most of us, the odd person, you go and get a £5 scratch card here, or you'll go and get this, and so it's something no different, is it?
Yeah, that's right enough.
Bit of harmless fun, as a group, and having a chat about something a bit different. Who's buying what, and then like you said, Mark, if you brought some seller, you want a bit, buy a bit of Tesla, and then you can turn around and say, you own a little piece, a little smidgen of Tesla. You got a share in that.
Well, yeah. When I first did it, I think I wanted the new iPhone, and I had some Apple shares, and I thought if they don't treat me properly, I'm going to say that's a funny way to treat a shareholder. I think I had 20 quid's worth. It's nothing, but it is just a bit of fun. It is actually nice being part of a company. You've got a share in that company. How good is that?
It is mad.
It is crazy, but and this hasn't been in years gone by. You used to have a stockbroker and phone that order through, and he would charge you a commission, and he'd put it on at the end of the day, probably not at the price you wanted it, and so on and so forth. I wasn't involved in those days, but now with these modern apps, and they call it free trade for a reason. It's free to buy that share.
Yeah.
Then and it's instant. Bang, done. You've bought it, and I just think amazing that we can do it. There is no excuse. Everybody now can be involved. It's not just for the elite, in their gentlemen's clubs or whatever. It's for everyone.
Everyone, yeah,
everyone. I believe so. So what else have we got in here? I skipped a big chunk. I didn't skip any chat, did I?
I think you may just put on your leg.
No. No. Mark, will you be getting the new Cree V2 RTO? I haven't seen it yet, Craig. I'll have a look. I didn't know they had a new one coming out.
Oh, Laurie's here. Laurie's just appeared.
Oh, is she? I'll get to that in a second. Then we'll say hello to Laurie. I hope she's well. Is Jackson nodding off? Yeah, not off, are you, Jackson?
No, I wish. Oh, get here.
Outdoors having a laugh. And I meant to say the new Gear RTA. Right, there's a new Gear RTA. It's like, well, if it's as good as the last one, no. I really didn't like that Gear, the first one. So
a lot of people found it quite gimmicky.
It was, yeah.
Granted, it was very cool that you could see your airflow move inside the actual tank things. Yeah, absolutely. A lot of people found that far too gimmicky.
Yeah.
I've never owned one, so I can't give any yea or nay on it.
Well, I think there's still some in stock. The first one, I didn't buy many, and I didn't sell many either. Probably because I said it was a load of pants. But the one I tried, I really didn't like. So as you say, James, quite rightly, Laurie Hyall is back. Laurie, are you in the UK, Laurie? And how are you? Hopefully you are well. Positive news, I hope. Better late than never. Yep. Well, I've been using that expression nearly all my life. I'm nearly always late.
Sorry, Rufus, you're right. It was the cog, not the gear. What am I talking about? Sorry. Don't have that one either. Sorry.
Laurie getting a lot of hellos in chat. Loads of hello.
Very popular. You've been missed.
Yeah. Just the British way. Yeah, thank you, Daniel. Thanks for a great show. Bung that one in chat, yeah. And if you've enjoyed it, thumbs up. Absolutely. I don't think you can stick a thumbs down now, can you?
No, I think they got rid of it, didn't I?
I can see them on the screen. I got 3 on here.
That's your channel. I think it's because that's your channel.
Yeah, on the actual.
Only you can see them.
Oh, can you?
Is that what it is?
I think so.
So what? Yeah, but why did they get rid of them? I don't get
that. Maybe it was something like I can only speculate because I don't really keep up with YouTube politics. It could be maybe it puts other people off video. So say for example, one of your reviews has got maybe 100 likes and it's got 50 dislikes.
Yeah,
and seeing that high number of dislikes might put people off. That's a possibility. Again, that's me only speculating because I don't really watch YouTube politics because I just can't be bothered with it.
You find it rather tiresome, don't you, James?
I do.
Laurie, where's Roy? Roy has hung his boots up. He said he thought it was time. He's enjoyed it and thanked us very much. There's been no fallout or anything like that, and he's off to do whatever Roy wants to do. So, and Roy knows he's welcome to pop on as a guest whenever he wants. Always will be. So, yep. Roy, he's retired. A bit young to retire, wasn't he, Roy? It always starts with you see, no, it always starts with a tenner, so it's only a tenner. But we are keeping it to a tenner. There is, you definitely get the ref's whistle if you buy any extra ones. So we're sticking at a tenner for the year, throughout the whole year, and we'll see where we are after a year. Adrian's not quite so diplomatic. Roy quit, Laurie. He retired. Yep, that's right, Abdul. Roy left, but always welcome back. Yep. Next thing you know, you're pawning the telly. Right? No, a tenner. £10.
If your TV's worth a tenner, I want to know where you bought your TV. I'm honest with you.
Under the arches. It was second hand.
The back of somebody's van.
Mark Trigwell says that Laurie would be a great addition to the show. There's a space, Laurie. Look, down here, down the bottom there. Right in here.
You can come on and you can grill him about the True Tank. It's always good fun watching you grill Mark over the True Tank.
I've already told you, Laurie. There you go. Yeah, that was the cog. Yeah, he is. Yeah. He's busy. Roy's busy with other things, as Abdul says. So, yeah, they're not a problem there. Oh, right. Okay. I'm in the UK, but I haven't had the op yet. Well, best of luck, Laurie. And you've got my WhatsApp. Keep me informed as you normally do. And that'd be good. What's that? I'm vaping the gear at the moment. Damn good little light. Yeah, the gear was all right. It was the cog. Did I say the gear? Did I start that off?
Yeah, I think you did, Mark.
Well, I apologise. I didn't mean that. I meant the cog, the one with the things underneath.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got that wrong. Sorry. Hands up.
Thing is, one of the things I find, it's because the market's that big, you expect obviously to make a few mistakes here and there, unless you've physically got it in your hand and you're like, oh, this is this tank and it does this and this. You do get like names mixed up. And
you do. There's so many of them.
There's so many of them.
And there's about 6 called the Artemis. Everyone's got something called the Artemis, haven't they? I don't know why. King Solo's the same. Look, next a year down the line, you're remortgaging the house. God, boys, where's the positivity here? Oh dear. Get well soon. I clicked dislike again. Nothing shows now. So it's you, was it, Abdul? I saw 4 come up, then it went away again. That was you.
Laurie, I'm sort of isolating only because you Brits are scary. Scary.
Scary? I don't know what Craig means. They said it could be a form of bullying. I don't know what he means.
Oh, yeah. Take it.
Oh, what, the thumbs down. The thumbs down. Yeah. Is it bullying? I suppose in a way you could. That's a bit mamby-pamby, though, to say that's bullying, isn't it? Yeah. The thing is, if you do a review, like I did a review once, and I said something that wasn't in favour with a lot of people, and I got quite a few thumbs down. I thought, well, the general opinion was they didn't like that. So I learnt from it. So surely that's I guess, people have a laugh and a joke. Certainly in the vaping world, with the collecting thumbs down, isn't it? And you get like 30 attack you all at the same time. Yeah, is it bullying or is it a bit of fun? I suppose sometimes you can take it personally. I suppose I have in the past. We probably all have. Yeah. But I wouldn't put it as strong as bullying, would you? Not really. I can think of a lot more instances of bullying than that on
Yeah.
YouTube, and they haven't banned that. So,
No,
yeah,
I still think it's maybe to do with like first impressions on a video, like something you've not even watched yet. It's like, you type in an RTA we've all done, the Ripley, and seeing like how many have got dislikes, then going, well, if people don't like it, so maybe obviously not only does it obviously affect your channel, but it could also affect sales, and maybe there's a lot of like conversations with companies and things like that have happened as well.
yeah.
So much. That's what I mean by it's just politics. There's just so much of it.
Bashing small YouTubers.
Yes, it has. And that's all I'm going on about it.
I'm sort of scare me. Laurie, please scare you. Try to think what part of the UK, because Laurie's sister lives in the UK. So I'm trying to think what area that was now. I did know. I can't remember now.
So she literally works with one of the biggest land animals on earth, and she's frightened of us.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, we haven't got tusks. Pandora V2 coming, looks nice. Yep, yeah, I did see that. Doesn't look too bad. Too much hysteria going on with Johnson. Can't watch him anymore. I don't know. Does Boris get a thumbs down?
The man's got the brain, like the brain is literally just filled with fucking bubble gum and dreams into it. He has no idea what he's going on about anymore.
I don't know. I think he did a lot of good, and then he kind of lost the plot, didn't he? He's like, he thinks, it really is a bit of this one rule for them, and we can do what we like kind of thing. And probably the person that annoys me more than him is that Reese Mogg. I think he's a real arrogant so-and-so. Quite an intelligent man, very intelligent, but yeah, do you have to be like that? That's just my opinion. Laurie has to go, and she hopes that that Roy comes back. Yep, I'm sure he'll be popping by from time to time. He does a lot of other work with, other stuff. So, yeah, I know he's a busy guy. What's that bridge? The Molan or something? Yeah, it's the Molan. It's this one. It's probably because you can see it in the picture. Curly Chew. Yeah, it's the Molan. Fits all the borrow tanks and the Mod 2. Oh my God, it's 10 o'clock. I didn't know. Why didn't someone say, Mark, it's 10 o'clock? Sharp. Boris.
I was going to say, just before we go, we've got one from Coyle. It says, at Naturevape, my sup boxes just took a dump on me. I will call you tomorrow. O-rings, wicking, I don't know, coil position, tons of stuff. He'll probably be in touch with you tomorrow.
That could, it was a bit of a bugger at times because it had that screw at the top, and if you got it all wrong, it did the same to me. So, I get where you're coming from there, Coil.
I'm not sure I understand.
Huh?
Siri.
Oh, it's bloody phone and his watch.
Go away, Siri. I didn't ask for you.
Sorry, Mark.
What did I say to get that going, eh?
You probably said screw or something or other, and it's just went, oh, he's talking to me.
Yeah, Peppa Pig. Yeah, absolutely. Right, okay. Well, we're 10 o'clock. We're a couple of minutes late, weren't we? So we can be a couple of minutes late leaving. Yeah, thank you, Guy. Glad you enjoyed it. Oh, it's the firing button. Right, okay, from Coil. Firing button has gone. Probably due to juice, I would have said. Legging, not a legend. Mark Triggle. Right, okay. Who wants to say their good nights? Oh, actually, before we do, while we're saying our good nights, anyone who is joining our little free trade competition with us in the start of the new year, just put I'm in. And it would just be nice to see if there are. I know we've got one, haven't we? Just if there's any others.
So far.
But I'm in because I want to do it for all our benefits, not just us three. I want all of us to be inclusive if we can. So that'd be good. Right. Who led us in?
Oh, it was Jackson that led us in.
Yeah, well, I know. Yeah,
James, lead us out. I got the arrow right that time.
All right. Well, you got it right this time.
Look at you.
If I just sit close enough, it looks like you've got your finger in my ear.
Get in there.
Oh, we're such children. So everyone in chat, thank you very much for joining us this evening. It's good to see you all conversing as normal. I like to see a very active chat. It's also good to see your witty banter between each other. Thank you to Daniel and to Lynn and Kieran for putting all those links in chat for us as well. It's much appreciated, and keeping order as well. To my fellow casters, again, fantastic show. It's always been a laugh. It's a good way to start the week. And I'll pass it over to the Mr. Not Too Shabby himself.
Not too shabby.
Thank you, James. Thank you. No, massive thanks to everybody that obviously watches and everybody on replay. And, again, I think it'd be good, if a lot of people in chat gets involved as well with the stocks and shares. I think it'll make it more of a sort of competition with us four, as well as people in chat. That would be nice, for a bit of a laugh and a bit of a little competition, light-hearted competition would be nice. So massive thanks to everybody again, and see us next week. And I'll hand it over to Mark.
I was just laughing. Like, Curly Chew. God knows what you're on about, but I mean. Superb, Curly Chew. You don't know what you let yourself in for. Watch the replay, Curly Chew. I don't know what time to start saying about it.
About 15:15-ish, give or take.
9:15-ish, somewhere around there. Watch it back from there, and you'll understand. And hopefully you do join us. We've had Mark Trigwell is in, and Mike Haynes is in. Excellent. So there's two. Yeah. There's there'll be 5 of us now at minimum that are in, and it'd be good to know what you've all done week by week as well. That'd be great. I'm just looking forward to it. I hope it all works, but we shall see. Mark Triggle also put, thanks, great show. Nice to see you back after the week's hiatus. Take care. Don't think I explained last week. I was literally just working late. Somebody know what else I do for a living. I do paintless dent removal on cars, and I just had cars that were all being sold and going out, and I was working till stupid o'clock doing that. I think I just about got home at about 8 o'clock, so I couldn't then have a bit of tea and do this. So shattered. It should be quiet this time of year, and it's manic, absolutely manic. So anyway, again, my problems, not yours. So yeah, thanks James, thanks Mark, as always. Thanks for coming on and all your input. Thanks to everyone in chat, all your comments, and James, you picked up on it. The in-chat banter as well. It's a lovely banter. It's all it's all good fun, and I appreciate that. I think it's nice to see. Cheech made it till the end, I think. So well done, Cheech. Thumbs up to Cheech. And until next week, we'll see you then. Take care, and thanks for watching. Bye now.